Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Boom!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! 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 Oh. Welcome in, OTB, here on this Wednesday morning.
Good Hal, Taylor.
Thank you.
Good Hal.
Appreciate it.
Yours was quite poor, as it always is, but we love you anyways. But it was not a great Hal.
It's good to be loved.
Matt's just trying his best over there.
I'm just trying my best.
Which is crazy because you're the one with coyotes.
Just a try-hard white guy. I'm this coyote howling.
Yeah, you of all people should you should be one with the coyote at this point. You hear them all the time.
Pretty
I know.
true.
It's not how you call coyotes in, though.
How do you do it?
Dying rabbits.
Okay.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Heard
what?
that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bears too. You ever seen
Dying
the Wild
rodents.
America? They did it on there.
Oh, yeah. You don't just, howl at a coyote and he comes walking in. It's got to be a struggling squirrel, struggling rabbit, something dying.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, then they come on in.
And they come on in. It's not like you don't howl to get. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a
Like a
wolf where
mating
they hear
call.
you howl. And
Sure.
Maybe they come
Yeah.
see what's up.
Not like a turkey call out there.
Makes sense.
Can we get your best turkey call?
I feel like you
Not
can't do
today.
a turkey call.
No, I can't do
Yeah.
that. No.
You can
No?
barely howl.
No, I would think very small percentage of the
Yeah.
world's population could successfully pull off a turkey call.
But if you can, it's a great party trick.
Yeah.
I've seen people that certainly have gotten that
I
done.
mean, it's even fun at a party to give it a shot, give it a whirl.
Depends on how many cold pops you're in
Yeah, not at 7:03 in the morning on a
on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
That's fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, Flynn, Alondra, Tay-Tay, Wolfpack. Not to be confused with a Coyote Pack.
I think we'd be good with either.
I don't know. Wolf's a little bit more intimidating than a coyote.
Saw a fox in the neighborhood yesterday. Just in the neighborhood, just running from front door to front door.
What did it say?
And nobody knows.
Still?
Let's keep it got
That's a deep cut maybe for some of us. I was like, what?
I don't know. I think everybody gets it. Even my kids know that one.
What in the hell are y'all talking about?
It's actually a legit song, though.
Yeah, what does the fox say?
It's a really good song. Every now and then, my kids will bust it out for once every 8 months.
I'm actually a little surprised your kids know it. Because I feel like it was a
well,
long time ago.
It was.
Matt pushed it for
I
sure.
pushed it hard, and we listened to it. There was a time when I used to be in charge of drop off before we decided to come do this show.
Yeah.
So I used to do the drop off every day, and so there was a time where there's probably 2 or 3 months where we listened to it and watched the video on the way to school.
While driving. That's safe.
Well, they were holding it, pal.
Were you watching?
I definitely didn't watch any of it. Because it can
Not
wait.
1 second.
It can wait.
Don't text. It can wait.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're saying. All right.
Anyway, it is a legit song, and it's good. Every time
I don't know
every
if I'd
time
call it a legit song.
Every time it comes on, I'm like, man, this is a banger. It's pretty good.
That is a
Banker,
very you thing
That
to think.
is.
Mhm. It's good.
That is.
Listen to it and try not to tap that toe.
To call what does the fox say a banger?
Mm-hmm. Listen to it again.
Define
Be-
banger.
Yeah. Listen to it with an open mind and an open heart.
Okay. I'm going to play 2 seconds of this song, and y'all let me know if this is a banger
But
or
it
not.
has
Because
such Flynn feel to it.
no, it's very
Just play
Flynn.
2 seconds of it, though.
I'm gonna play the bulk of
like
the
when
song.
he says,
like if
an
you hear
angel
if you
in
hear
disguise."
2 seconds of the song, you've heard the entire song.
No, that's not true at all.
It's
That is so not true. It's got the beat slows down at one point. some solo parts. It's good.
Are you about to try to convince me of the hook
Oh, there's a hook, buddy.
here on What Does the Fox Say? Okay. All right.
Anyway.
This is literally it. Banger.
It is a banger. It gets
No.
a little bit later in the song is when it really starts getting good.
Anyways, I would like to move on from this conversation.
Y'all are not very open-minded. Y'all need to
That's
quit.
just not true.
Yeah, you quit being so closed-minded. Life's going to be a lot better. Be a lot happier.
Anyways.
I don't know. Sorry.
Would you stop? Is today going to be one of those days with you? Feels like it is.
I think it is.
I think it is too.
I walked in, he hit me with the, "What's up, playa?"
Ooh.
I liked it.
Yeah, there you go. I knew it.
Playa.
I could feel it.
Yeah.
It was a good response.
Going from big dog from Chris
Yeah.
to player with Matt.
Yeah.
Well,
That's got to be a good feeling.
what
Oh,
did he tell
yeah.
you? Hike up those
Hike
britches.
up those britches, big dog.
Hike up them britches, big dog.
Using britches casualties.
who
bad
is he?
enough.
I
but
don't
then-
know.
Who is that
Yesterday
person?
he said something about Marler Monday, and he was like, "How convenient that it was a holiday or something." I said, "We were half expecting you to show up today and just force Marler Tuesday on us."
If it wouldn't have been early, he probably would have.
Yeah.
He ain't waking up early.
Was he even in town? Wasn't he?
He
He
here
was
at
out
the
of
office
town.
yesterday.
He went to Hoover, but he was in the office yesterday. He got
Oh,
back.
that was his big announcement.
Yeah,
He was going to Hoover.
right.
When you
But
were-
that
I
wasn't
think you
it.
were
That
out.
actually wasn't his big announcement.
Right, no.
It was the picture of y'all, the three of y'all, after y'all all three won the Natty.
Y'all remember he was on that team.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't he sent? He sent.
He sent us a picture and
never
he
replied to
Yeah, he
that.
made
So
a
he
big
framed it.
announcement.
Yeah, it's in the office. It's like his one piece of decor.
What is it?
It's you, Matt, and then he
And
photoshopped
Chris.
himself in the
It's
middle.
an 8.5 by
In the
11
natty.
piece of copy paper printed with a picture printed on it.
Yeah, it's not
Royally
even like an
printed.
actual picture.
Remember, he sent us a picture of his office,
I
and
know,
he
and I
said,
forgot.
here's the big announcement I forgot," and then he counted down on a text message from
Oh,
3, 2, 1,
yeah.
and then he sent that
I
picture.
saw that. I was doing something, and I didn't. I didn't even look at the picture or reply. I feel bad.
What a weirdo.
Anyway, I like playa a lot better.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll never forget. Hike up those britches, big dog.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
never
something to
leaving.
say to
Yeah.
a lady.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually, no, it's definitely, yeah, I don't know where he grew
No
up.
parts of that
No parts of that
were
is
something
okay.
that you should have said to me.
But you know, it has provided us many laughs.
Yeah.
And next time as my son gets older, and if he ever has some sagging pants,
That's what you're
I'm
going to tell
definitely
him?
gonna. It's gonna like just come out
Yeah.
subconsciously. I give them bridges, big dog.
Oh no, no.
Huck's going to be like, all right.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to do.
Wow, do I have the cool dad?
I'm sure that's the response.
Do I have the... Yeah.
I mean,
he does.
first it was what does the fox say on the way here, and now he's
I mean,
telling me
are
to
you
pull my
kidding me?
britches.
He let
Fox,
it-
the
he
Fox
let-
was a little bit my fault.
He let-
I kind of let him there.
Ah. No, that's cool.
I'll take that one.
Looks like, man, he let us listen all the way to the drop.
I don't want to bring up the Fox song again.
Today's theme music is Wall and Wednesday.
Some people are going to hate today.
Some people are
They're
going
not gonna
to
love it.
just not like it
But the
whatsoever.
Wolfpack?
But the Wolfpack, we decided today's going to be a Wall and Wednesday.
We were singing before.
We are. So, sorry.
Sorry about it.
It's what it is.
Sorry, not sorry.
Got Dr. Stephen Etheridge joining us. Cole Freeman's going to join us as well. Looking forward to that at 9:15.
Oh, I'm interested to talk to Doc today. Just like on the heels of,
Your ear.
well, my ear. I can hear a little bit now.
I mean, you're Survivor now, so that's big.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay. No, I'm interested to talk to him just on the heels of Kyle Busch and everything that happened with like how gets sick so fast and how something like that, a seemingly healthy person, just like, man, like what the hell? Like, how did that happen? How can that happen so fast? So excited to talk to him about that.
It is crazy.
Just to kind of be educated on like, as a healthy person, is there something to look for in our day to day?
Whatever year that was, 2014 or 15, LSU played Wisconsin in Houston. Whatever year that was. Katie, my wife, she had kidney stones that turned into pneumonia, that turned into being septic, and was in the hospital for like 3-4 days with it. Like every time the doctor came in, it was something worse. And I literally told him, I said, don't come back in here.
Yeah.
Like every time you come in here, it happened like that. Like all of a sudden it was like this, and then it was that, and then it was septic. And I was like, wait, what?
Whoa.
So yeah, it can happen incredibly fast to somebody very healthy. And it's a good lesson for all of us too. Like if something's going on, then to go get it checked out.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Don't be a meathead.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's very hard for all of us. Certainly, I know it's hard for me.
Yeah, you got to look in the mirror in that conversation.
No doubt.
For sure.
Because it's like, I'll be fine.
And I'm kind of like the famous, I'm like, people that know me, they're like, hey, man, everything all right? And I'm like, no, nothing's wrong. I'm not sick. I'm gonna beat it real quick. But obviously, he probably had the same mentality. And 99.99999% of the time.
Yeah.
Everybody, but man. So, looking forward to hearing Doc's kind of thoughts on that, and maybe help us all out a little bit. Tell us what to look for.
We got that coming up. Yes, Jonathan, everything is a big announcement tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's true.
It is. He said it like 3 times a day you were out, and then he forgot half the time what he was talking about.
I feel like everything he hears is like he hears it for the first time.
It's true.
He's just like the most positive person I've ever met, and somebody like me hates that.
He also dreams in cartoons and writes with crayon.
Yeah.
Well, honestly,
I mean, you do too.
I mean, you write a marker.
It's flare
It's
tip.
fair. It's a marker.
The flare tip makes it different.
Flare tip
Yeah.
pen. It's not a marker.
But
Flare
you
tip
do
pen.
right. But it's a flare tip marker.
Nope. It's flare tip pen. I got to come up with something for you because that's your go-to for me. And half the time, whatever I say,
Just when you're stubborn.
You just like.
Just when you're stubborn, man.
When I'm stubborn.
Y'all are both about to be stubborn about the fact that y'all are not stubborn.
I'm going to come up with something. I'm going to come up with something for you. All right. We'll take a break. When we come back to get the show started, as Tate said, it is SEC spring meetings down in Destin. So, of course, LSU's head coach Lane Kiffin was going to be a subject that everyone wanted to get a story out there. So there's a couple of different stories to hit when it comes to LSU's head football coach. And we'll start that process when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to russellpools.com, russellpools.com, the website for Russell Pool Company. They are truly the one-stop shop from the very beginning until the end, and then, well, they never leave you because they're going to be there for your design. They're going to be there for your build. They're going to be there also for your maintenance, even when your pool is done. So have that conversation. Schedule that appointment today. Go ahead and walk through what your dream pool is going to look like. And they're going to be able to get that done every single time over at Russell Pool Company. So go to the website today to check it all out. Financing options as well at russellpools.com.
Russell Pools, russellpools.com. We are on the other side of Memorial Day. That means it is officially pool season this summer for the family, for the kids. And if you've already called Russell Pools and got that new custom pool, then you are all set. But if you haven't, no sweat. Go ahead, give them a call. Start that process today, and you can customize that pool. They can turnkey a project to landscape architects right there on staff to turn your dream into a reality. russellpools.com.
You say I'll never change. I'm just to go around town with some gasoline, just trying to bomb a flame. Gonna burn the whole place down.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
With a guy like me in the first place, and turn around, say that I'm the worst thing. I guess I'm the problem. And your mates never do no wrong. If I'm so awful, then why'd you stick around this long and never fits the whiskey? And why you keep on pulling it off the shelf? You hate that when you look at me, you halfway see yourself, and it got me thinking.
All right, welcome back in OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. SEC spring meetings down in Destin started yesterday, going to be throughout today. Very quick trip. It's for the athletic directors. It is for the football and the men's and women's basketball coaches. And there's going to be a lot of different things that are talked about. Each sport obviously is going to get its moments with all the ADs and with Commissioner Greg Sankey. Now for LSU, one of the big stories coming out is obviously Lane Kiffin, and his return to Ole Miss has certainly gained headlines. And look, we all kind of know what it is. We all know what that game is going to be like. Oh, and maybe we don't. Maybe it's going to be even bigger than we think. Like, we're expecting it to be just the wildest scene that you can imagine. In that game, like, Lane Kiffin's going to want to prove that he made the right move coming to LSU. Ole Miss is going to want to prove that they're bigger than just one head coach and that they can do it without Lane Kiffin. LSU fans are going to want instant results. Ole Miss fans are going to want revenge. We all know that. And then you throw in the fact that, you know, Coach O's back. Coach O was a former head coach at Ole Miss as well, former head coach at LSU. Like, that's just another added layer to what's already going to be an insane weekend in Oxford, Mississippi. And apparently it's something that they continue to talk about. And not just like the game itself, but just what that weekend is going to look like in Oxford and how to make sure that everything goes as smooth as possible.
Do you like when a game gets hyped up that much, like in the offseason, that's all anybody can talk about? Because we dealt with that going into the 2007 season. I remember in the offseason, the summer, like you would go out to a restaurant, go out to wherever it was, and you would see people, and they'd be like, hey, man, y'all ready for the season, blah, blah, blah. And everybody would always end the conversation with, I don't care what you do next year, you just got to beat Alabama.
Yeah.
Because it was Saban's first year at Alabama, and they're like, you can lose every game. They didn't mean that. But you could lose every game as long as you beat Saban. And I just remember not liking that. And, like, this is kind of getting to the point where, like, yeah, that game's going to be awesome this year. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
The atmosphere. But it's just one of a lot of games that's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
It's going to have that extra oomph to it from a fan standpoint.
Right.
Maybe a little bit from the coaching standpoint, but, like, from a player and coach, like, I don't really think there's going to be a lot. I mean, there shouldn't be any extra juice to that game.
So the thing that, as a player, you have to be careful about, because you're right. Like,
and the coach.
And the coach, for sure. But I'm just talking about from our perspective as the roles that we have been in. Because, again, you're going back to 2007 and Alabama, and you're exactly right. And that game was later in the season, too. And so, like, it wasn't just in the preseason. It was as we continued to win games, as we continued to have a build-up to a national championship. Like, it was.
The noise was so loud in the preseason
and the
offseason.
Yeah, and that was, like, pre-social media, too.
Yeah, and it had kind of maybe not as much, like, bad blood between, you know, that LSU and Ole Miss has now, but it certainly had the recipe for coaches to freak out over it.
Yeah.
Les Miles, you know, the rumors swirling like, oh, well, he's got Saban's players still, blah, blah, blah. Like, there was a big deal. It would be easy to overreact. And you know, to your point, like, the players all have to be careful not to, like, fall into the emotional hype train of it.
Right.
And certainly the coaches do. But, like, do we really believe Lane's going to fall into, like, an emotional trap over that game and, like, get overly hyped for it? I don't think he really gets overly hyped for anything. I think he keeps a pretty calm and cool demeanor on every situation. Yeah. Whether it's standing at the airport and getting yelled at, or getting cheered at. He keeps it pretty cool.
It is good that it is early in the season, but here's what I was about to say about it. You have a massive opener against Clemson. That game's at home in the real Death Valley, college game day, first game of not just your new coaching staff, but all of your new players. That's why, yes, we can talk about this game. Fans can talk about this game from both sides. But I'll tell both fan bases this, and LSU's fan base knows this because they've had huge openers like the last decade, it feels like. You got to worry about that game. Ole Miss has Louisville in Nashville. They got to worry about that game. Now, this game, I understand why it's hyped. It's going like that week of radio is going to be, even here in studio, it's going to be electric. It's going to have a different feel to it. But you can't look ahead at all, and you can't make it bigger than what is in front of you, which is Clemson at home if you're LSU, and then Louisville in a neutral site game if you're Ole Miss. Like, that's where you get into trouble. In 2007, I felt like we did a really good job. And, again, it was easier for us because there wasn't social media. There wasn't instant access to articles like there is now. But we had Virginia Tech. We had some really good teams early in that schedule. We had a conference game to start that season. It was on the road. Now it was Mississippi State, and they were bad. But still, like, it was an SEC game, Thursday night, first game of the year. So we did a pretty good job of kind of saying, okay, yeah, we know that's down the road, but if we look too far ahead, we're going to get punched in the mouth.
Yeah. I mean, it's sports, right? It's sports. There's always these games you got circled on the calendar, and there's games that media has circled. There's games that fans have circled. But even as big as we all think this LSU Ole Miss game is going to be, it's just another game for the players and the coaches. Like, it's just another game. They don't hate them. The players don't hate them. Now, they don't like them because they're going to be playing them and they're in the SEC against them, but they don't hate them like we are. Like, the two fan bases hate each other. So, like, the hype train is awesome, and that's what makes sports great, and that, especially college football. That's what makes it great. But as fans, we don't want the players to get overly emotional about that game. We just want them to be like they are every single week, ready to play, emotionally controlled, and ultra prepared. And you don't want them to be so prepared, like only focus on that game, they forget about the other games. So, like, you just want them to be have a normal game week that week. And we know for the fan base it's not going to be, and maybe even for the coaches a little bit. But you certainly don't want like an overly emotional play caller during the game. So, I think these coaches are way too experienced, way too good, way too highly paid. It's going to be fine from their standpoint. Now, from the fans, y'all go have fun, get emotional, talk a lot of trash, spray some beer on somebody, whatever it is. But you don't want it from the players.
No.
Do you ever remember a game that you got like so like hyped for that it affected your performance in a bad way?
Ooh. I'm trying to think. I know, honestly, we played y'all one year in San Diego when y'all were undefeated, when y'all were in Green Bay. And I do remember maybe being a little too geeked up on Jack 3D.
Yeah.
Before that game. Because again, y'all were undefeated.
That was back when
we had kind of made
pre-workouts were pre-workouts.
Oh, they were real pre-workout.
They had that good stuff in it.
We started to win some games, and y'all had a really good defense, and you had some meatheads on that defense that was gonna be fun to go against, and like Clay and AJ. So yeah, I definitely remember being too hyped up for that game, and like just kind of doing some things that were out of character, out of norm early in that game. Not really worrying about technique as much and just trying to be a straight up meathead.
Yep.
Like, that's the things that you have to try to hone in. And because, yeah, you're excited. Like, you want to go out there, you want to, bust skulls, and you want to do that whole deal. But you still have to remember your technique. You still have to remember the things that you have to get done on each and every play. But I was like, I'm going against the captains of the meathead team over there, So that's a game. Yeah, I remember kind of being like, "Hey, bud, you got to lock in. You're trying to do too much right now.
Just play your game, buddy."
Yeah.
I learned that lesson in high school, my senior year. We played we played a 4A team, and we were a big school 5A team. So, like, we played a 4A team, a team we were supposed to beat, but, like, I think it was game 2 of the season. And, like, I wanted to try out being like everybody else and, like, listening to some, like, hardcore music and, like, banging my head against the locker. So I got really hyped before the pregame. Like, in the pregame, in the locker room before, like, I was so fired up. I was ready to go smash somebody. And, like, I overthrew my first 8 passes of the game by, like, a lot.
That was the only 8 you were going to get to throw.
Like, I didn't get to throw a lot, and I overthrew them by, like, a lot. And I'm just, I'm committed to LSU at the time. Like, I'm supposed to be good, and it's high school. I'm playing a 4A team. Yeah. And I was like, oh, gosh, I'm way too excited right now. I didn't even take any pre-workout. That didn't exist then. And so I learned that lesson at that point. So for the rest of my career, based on that one game I played, I listened to, like, really chill music before the game. I just stayed low key, all thanks to that one game. And it served me well.
How'd you end up doing? We lost the game that I was too hyped up.
Oh, we won the game.
Yeah.
Obviously. Settled down and started dropping dimes.
Yeah. Those other 3 passes you threw in that game,
those 3 passes were so sick. 3 for 11, 48 yards.
Not real big deal.
Honorable mention. Not huge.
4-team district.
It's a good district. Double round robin.
It's a good district. I'll give you that. Commissioner Greg Sankey also, yesterday we were talking about the possibility of Lane Kiffin getting fined for his comments in Vanity Fair. Commissioner Sankey said, "You'll find out when everyone else finds out. I don't make those announcements at podiums." He also added, "I have with 2 of our 3 coaches groups had clear conversations about expectations of care and relationships. Some of that's produced some dialogue, and I'll have another one of those tomorrow. But we have leadership positions, and those in leadership positions need to function like leaders in their conduct and in their commentary." So it sounds like he's going to get a stern talking to.
Yeah, it sounds like he's going to get fined.
Don't know that he's going to get fined, though. Maybe.
We'll know when everybody else does.
Knows. I can see Commissioner Sankey being like, "I don't make those decisions at podiums, my guy.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Those are going to be in the back room."
Poor question. Poor use of your time, buddy.
What if Commissioner Sankey you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Scotty Scheffler did. It's like, no, that's just an awful question.
I think you really would, though. I really think you would.
I think more people should do that. Like, if I ask a bad question, somebody should tell me that was a bad question.
I mean, Kim Mulkey
Or just
was like,
Coach
I don't know
Mulkey
what
like,
you're
I
asking.
don't.
She said, I don't know what you're asking.
I don't know what you're asking.
She could have just said bad question, and I would have just walked into the traffic.
Yeah.
I mean, she
Probably
don't
should
even
have.
know your name.
She doesn't.
Well, she does. She just thinks it's
Yeah.
Jake and his friend that do that morning show.
Yeah.
I feel like I was having a pretty good day until now.
There used to be a cop drama like Jake and the Fat Man. That was the name of the show. It was Jake and the Fat Man.
Jake and the Fat Ankles?
You said it. That's where I was going. Jake and the Fat Ankles.
But won't.
They're strong, guys. They are not fat.
They're bulky.
How do you
strong?
How
They're
do you
big
know?
boned.
How do you know we're not saying it like PHAT?
Yeah.
It's true. See,
Pretty hot
you're
and
assuming
tempting.
because deep down you know.
Because the judgmental face y'all have when you say it.
Yeah, I mean we don't mean that, but how do you know that we don't?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm in the wolf pack, and I know.
Okay,
I
fair
can
enough.
sniff it out. They're strong ankles. Yeah, the bones are a little bit bigger than most. Not an ounce of fat on them, though.
There's no room for fat. All right, we'll take a break. More from spring meetings when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org. Remember, we've always told you it's not just in Central. It was always in the entire greater Baton Rouge area, but now it's even more than that. Now, when you go to centralplumbing.org, you look in the top right corner in Baton Rouge, in Lafayette, boots on the ground in both. So if you have a plumbing issue, plumbing need, emergency, those numbers are right there for you. If you're looking to remodel, you can do that. You can give you a little facelift. If you're looking to install for the first time at your home, your business, they can come in and they can certainly handle that as well. Go to the website to find all that information, centralplumbing.org.
Right, centralplumbing.org. Baton Rouge, Lafayette. The plumbing experts, whether it's water lines, whether it's gas lines, commercial, residential, it does not matter. Nothing is too big, nothing is too small for Central Plumbing. They are the experts, third generation. Kevin, the Payne family, been doing it a long time. Give them a call for all of your plumbing needs. Right there, centralplumbing.org.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
I can't remember the last time you looked as happy as you did tonight. Your tipsy friend grabbed that bartender, gave him a phone and pulled us over there with her. He counted to 3, and baby, I haven't seen that side of you in forever. And I hate it's the truth, but baby, you never do when we're alone together. It was good to see you smile. Girl, you know it's been a while.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. Always remind you about GoFlow, GoFlow IV. GoFlowIV.com is the website. Go see them off Jefferson Highway right here in Baton Rouge. If you're feeling a little under the weather, if you want to be hydrated from this summer heat, a lot of different reasons to go see them. But again, go check out the website. Check out all the different membership packages that they have. All the different cocktails that they can work up for you depending on what you have going on with you. GoFlowIV.com. All right. Tate, you put this in the document. I don't even really know what happened. I just saw Hunt, a little clip of him getting really red talking about Jon Sumrall, the now Florida head football coach. I'm not really sure what it's all about. I just saw Jon Sumrall, Hunt, turn red.
Yeah, so Sumrall yesterday was asked what he would have done if Florida would not allow him to coach in the CFP, like after taking the Florida job when he was still at Tulane. He said, I would have stayed at Tulane and not taken another job. We were playing for a championship. That's not a shot at anybody, though. It's like,
I mean, technically they were.
I just feel like when you say that's not a shot at anybody, lets everybody know that that's absolutely a shot at Lane Kiffin. It's a quote for sure. It got people talking. If that was the goal, then good job. Like I probably would have said, oh, well, I'm glad I wasn't put in that position. Florida and Tulane were great.
I don't know what I would have done. With it.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have done. It would have been a tough position to be in. Like that's probably the way you answer that. But it got everybody fired up yesterday. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. Also,
fired
that's not true. Like Jon Sumrall doesn't believe that.
Well, it got LSU people fired up, I guess, because he's taking a shot at Lane, right?
Well, he was playing for a championship.
No, I mean, he's not staying at Tulane and not taking another job. He's not doing that.
It probably not for Florida, but do not forget, I'm going to stick up for Jon a little bit here because I know him personally. He did turn down jobs the year before.
He did.
Because he wanted to coach Tulane in their conference championship game. Mm-hmm. I mean, not Florida, but he turned down some pretty decent jobs because they were like, make a decision. He said, I want to coach this game. They said no. He said, okay, well, we'll see you. He stayed an extra year at Tulane because of that. Now, Florida's Florida. As much whatever we think about them, we still know it's Florida. So it's not
You can't judge everybody the same way because not everybody has the same mindset.
Right.
So maybe there's like a sliver of truth in there. Maybe in his first thought would be, yeah, of course I would never do that. But he was never forced to make that decision. He was never told by them you can't do it, but here's $10 million a year or whatever. And he had to make he never had to make that decision. So maybe his initial thought would be like, I would never leave this team. But
I think it's easy to say when you weren't put in that position.
When the rubber meets the road, you don't know what decision you're going to make.
I like Sumrall. Unfortunately, I think he's going to do well in Florida, but I don't know. I don't see what the purpose of making that quote is, I guess. Like, I mean, I don't care one way or the other, but you kind of opened yourself up to all of this criticism. Like, if you would have just left it alone, probably nobody would have cared.
We all say, like, what's the point? And I get it. It is like, it's out of the norm for coaches to do things like that, but it's becoming more of the norm of coaches to speak up and say things that coaches, like, haven't traditionally said in the past. And I love it. I love, like, coaches getting outside of that coach talk world and speaking their mind a little bit. And yeah, it was a shot. It was. Sure. I mean, it was probably a friendly shot. Like we were talking about before the show. Like
I don't think it was as much of a shot as people are thinking.
No,
was it? Yes, there's something.
It wasn't like a negative.
But with
like,
him have done it in the past where he did stay at Tulane because they were trying to force him to take the job before, and he turned it down. I think there's some truth to that. There's probably some. Yeah, let me take a shot real quick.
Yeah.
But I even saw like an interview where they were like, rank your rivals, and LSU was in there. He goes, yeah, look, it's always an exciting game, but they're not our permanent opponent anymore, and so that game's kind of lost a little bit of what it had, and so it wasn't. I don't think it was like a direct.
No, it's not. I don't think it was a shot of like him trying to negatively go after Lane Kiffin by any means, but like obviously it's a relevant statement for him to make above all everybody else. It's a relevant statement for, and it has like this feeling that all the SEC coaches are in a group text with each other, just kind of like how you were with like your bros that you played with,
right? And
you're like, they're on a group text, and like somebody bet him on the group text with Lane on that group text, like, hey, I bet you won't say this tomorrow. And Lane's like, yeah, do it, dude. Do it for real. It's got that feel to it a little bit.
Well, it's like when Saban and Jimbo, we talked about it yesterday when they were thinking about reprimanding Kiffin. Like Saban and Jimbo went back and forth, and like they said some things where it's like kind of said the quiet part out loud. Like you were talking about. Yeah. Coaches are a little bit more open about this now.
Yeah, and then they get on the group text later. He's like, hey, gotcha, dude. And then he like sends the emoji back, thumbs down. It's got that feel to it. I don't think he was trying to create more of a rivalry between them.
Yeah, and he was asked a question, and he answered it in a clumsy way, like in a way maybe you should have had. Right, like maybe you should have not worded it the way you. I think the quote would have been fine if he didn't add, that's not a shot at anybody at the end of it.
That's what made it fun.
No, that same. It's like we were talking about it. I said it's like when someone's like, with all due respect, and then they say something super disrespectful. That's the same vibe that it gave me. Like, bro, there's only one person you could be talking about or like what this could be alluding to. And like the person that asked him the question's kind of messy for asking it, but like you got the answer you wanted from it, basically.
Not taking a shot. And this is definitely 100% in no way directed at Lane Kiffin.
That is a good point. Like she mentions, because it's like, you just hear the quote, you're like, okay, it's like, that's not a shot at anybody. You're like, wait a minute. Was it a shot?
Wait.
Like that's, like you leave that part out. I don't think anybody cares.
I like it. Again, I think they're all bros in a group text with each other.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part. They're just like, they're messing with each other. They're all friends.
Which SEC current head coach doesn't feel like he's a part of the group chat?
Drinkwitz.
No, drinks like literally in the middle of it, stirring it all.
Hard to tell what the first year
started
guys,
the group text.
Like there's so many first year head coaches.
I bet it took a little bit for Elko to get in the group
Elko's
text.
the one.
Oh, that's actually a good call.
I bet he's in it now.
Elko for me.
Elko seems like the guy that doesn't know how to use group text.
That's true. He's got the Android.
Yes.
He turned everybody's chat screen.
Yes.
But
and I like Elko. But he doesn't feel like he's like adding.
He might have like got it added to it this year, like this weekend. Yeah. Like he's a fresh add to the group text this weekend. But like Lane Kiffin and Golden are texting on the side, like, "Hey, can you believe this? Can you see what everybody's talking about? It's crazy. Hey, thanks for the opportunity, dude. Good luck."
It does feel like something Pete would say.
No doubt, dude. Like Lane and Golden are texting on the side with each other, like, "This is crazy. We're both getting paid so much."
They coach football.
The coach football. This is awesome.
Wasn't Pete like at Delta State at one point? Wasn't Delta State where Pete was?
I think so.
Somewhere like that.
Yeah, we just all have to get over the fact that all these coaches are friends with each other.
Let us know. Text the show. Which SEC coach was the last invite to the group text? Text us.
Great question.
225-499-1045. 225-499-1045. And give us the reason why he was left off the group text. He was the last ad, and we'll read some of those over the air when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. McKerney, the attorney, as some like to say. That's us.
It's got
That's
like a
us
ring
that likes
to
to
it,
say
doesn't
that. When you go
Put
to
it
the
on a billboard.
website, know you can have a chat with a live agent. Know that anywhere in the state of Louisiana, if you're trying to get in contact with the G team, all you got to do is put your area code followed by the 888-8888. You also can find what they're doing in the local communities throughout Louisiana on social media. So X, Facebook, Instagram. The handle's always going to be at Get Gordon. A lot of different ways you can get in contact with them. Do that today by going to getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done.
That is right. If you have been injured in a car accident, maybe a little slip and fall on the job site, whatever it is, the fault is not always on your shoulders. So get exactly what you deserve. If you have been injured, give them a call at 888-8888 or go to getgordon.com and get the G guarantee. No fee unless we win. Win the case or you don't owe a dime right there at getgordon.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
I don't always wake up in the morning, pull myself strong. Although when I get lonely, I do. Your memory gets to burning, lean back on the bourbon. Sure as hell can't keep leaning on you. Looks like I'm learning the hard way again. It's all my fault, yeah, I dropped the ball. You're gone and I'm gone, 3 seats to the wind. Thinking about all I've wasted on you. All of this time and all of this money.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. Alondra, did we get any text on which SEC coach was the last added to the group text?
Yeah, so actually, since you asked me that, a couple more have came in. Someone said Shane Beamer feels like the guy that was cool at first, but now gets left on red. That feels pretty accurate.
It does, and I love Shane.
Another
but
one
that-
just came in that said last
like
coach
Shane.
in the group text has got to be Shane Beamer. Dang.
That's 2
Dang.
for Shane.
2 for Shane. Somebody
Shane,
said,
like
okay,
Shane.
I'm reading this one for the first time, so hold on. A few
Yeah,
things.
be
This
careful.
one says, a few things. Clark Lee probably didn't get added to the group chat until last year. Not his fault. It's just because it's Vanderbilt.
True.
Sam Pittman probably asked everyone to keep him off the group text. That's actually a good point. Imagine
Yeah, he
if
left the group.
Pittman
left the
Sam
group.
Pittman left it. And then they said, imagine if vintage Steve Spurrier could have been part of the group
Oh,
text.
my God.
Man, it'd have been electric.
Definitely Drink because he's Drink.
I'm telling y'all, Drink is like the pot
And he's not in
stirrer.
the SEC, though.
Yeah, he's a Missouri coach.
True. I forgot about that.
He's like borderline.
And then somebody said if this was last year, it would have been BK.
That sounds like the answer. No, BK. We don't have a group chat.
Why would we have that?
no,
We
dude.
all hate
What are you
each other.
talking
We wouldn't
about?
have a coaches group chat.
And then like he sees Kirby over there texting, and then all the other coaches look down at their phones.
Ooh,
Then he starts feeling bad, getting sad.
And he looks over and says, "Pull your britches up, big dog."
Hey, pull your bridges.
Wait, this is totally unrelated, but this comment in the chat made me laugh. Wash Yamal said music. We're doing well on Wednesday, which I said at the beginning. Not everybody's going to love this. By the way, don't put this on me. This was Jake's idea.
my idea.
I don't want to get like,
Hey,
wait,
right
Wolfpack,
here.
you're right. Okay.
It was my idea. Yeah, those
wash
bus
your mouth.
marks hurt.
Wash Yamal said music for chicks with tattoos they can't read.
I mean that's fun.
That made me laugh.
My wife can read just fine.
Joke's on you. My tattoos don't have words on them
Ooh.
because I can't read.
Nerds. Nerds over there reading.
Nah, I'm never gonna make fun of somebody's music.
This one is funny in the chat. It says Beamer seems like the coach that sends screenshots of the chats to Greg Sankey.
No doubt.
Ooh.
I like that one.
People are not Beamer fans up in here.
It's kinda
Who started the group chat? Who was the one that first put it together?
Gotta be Lane.
You think it's Lane?
I would
I mean,
say
it would have been Saban. 'cause
Kirby?
I would say Kirby.
Kirby. I was
Kirby would
thinking
be my
Kirby or
answer.
Lane.
I think we should Kirby and Sark maybe.
Well, they were the ones that said that Lane's the one that starts all the mess in them.
That's true.
Last
Lane's
year.
Lane's the one that changes the group picture like every other week.
Yeah. We need to change ours.
Yeah,
We
we
do.
do. We're gonna update a little bit.
All right, it's good. Well, they
Those
have
are
the
good
group chat.
answers.
Really good.
Those are good answers.
BK, I think, was the answer.
We appreciate those.
Sam Pittman leaving is a good call,
Yeah.
too.
Just on his own. So
On his own. Did it himself.
Too many noises while I'm trying to go to sleep at 8.
All right. When we come back, Dr. Stephen Etheridge joins us right here in studio.
Off the bench.
All right. At Pala, you're not just another number. You're an employee, owner, and part of a real team. Pala is hiring skilled welders and fitters right now at their fabrication shop in Hammond. So shop welders and fitters can make up to $40 an hour with overtime already locked in through 2027. You'll also get full benefits, 6 paid holidays, 2 weeks paid vacation, and employee ownership through their ESOP program. If you can burn rod, fit steel, and take pride in your work, then Pala wants you on their team. Apply now at palagroup.com, PALA group.com. Pala, employee-owned, relationship-driven, building together.
If you're ready to take that career to the next level, Pala is for you. With over 52 years, Pala has been building confidence, building the Gulf Coast with a reputation for safety, quality, and craftsmanship that stands the test of time. So when safety, quality, and reliability matter, choose Pala, palagroup.com. That's palagroup.com.